Hello and welcome to MGP329. I'm Kevin. With me, as ever, this Sheepdog, Anna, and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
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 I did that intro with a bit more feeling this week. Did you like it?
I wondered whether I'd suddenly started experiencing time slower. It felt really, because the theme tune seemed slower as well. And then you started talking slower, and I thought I was having some kind of migraine stroke.
Because I knew I was going to be doing the intro with more feeling, I just asked the band to play on a slightly lower tempo.
It suited it. Oh, yeah. I really wanted to shout 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle of it for some reason.
But that would have put them off.
Yeah.
You have to do that at the start. Because that's what I did. Pab probably edited it out, but I counted the band in so that they knew what tempo to play at. That's how I
was talking to the other guitarist. Like, I just thought I was counting the extra guitarist in. That's my plan. When it gets really heavy.
That makes sense. How are we all on this fine week?
I'm okay. Okay.
What I'm hearing from both of you is you're super excited for MGPX, which is taking place on Saturday, July the 20th at the Brewery Tap in Peterborough. Tickets available at lujo.fm/MGPX. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
definitely
what I was about to say. Very excited.
It's exciting times. And I mentioned tickets, but of course, as ever, because we're kind-hearted, lovable rogues, it's pay what you want. So if you hate the idea of us having a bit of cash in our pockets, just turn up anyway. Don't pay us anything.
If you really hate us having cash, just rob Kev.
Yeah, that would work. I mean, I'm not sure on the exact terms of pay what you want, but I guess in theory, people could turn up and hand us a bill.
Yeah, minus money is still a number, isn't it? I mean...
Yeah, it's very unlikely that we'll pay the bills, but feel free to come and present us with a bill if you want. But bearing in mind, if enough people present us with a bill, your podcasting subs will become due and we'll start charging you 10 quid for every episode you've listened to.
We could just pay their bill with a minus payment.
We could give them tokens for future podcasts.
Well, I'm assuming that a minus payment would make the payment a plus payment, and then we'd all be rich. I think I've just cracked money.
We'll try it out. That's going to be the big experiment of MGP3 this year. Usually we do a podcast. This time we're figuring out the economy. We're sorting money out. I think there's a future in it.
Be our best show yet, definitely.
It's a low bar there. I mean, it will be our best show yet, regardless. Probably. Since we last did an MGPX, I've learned to talk fluently and fluidly. That's going to be an improvement. He says, stuttering over the follow-up. That's going to be an improvement over previous years.
Well, you're going to be talking all eloquently and amazingly, and I'm going to be talking out my backside because I'll probably have had...
just like this podcast every week.
Yeah.
Then.
I've had all those beers for Sheepdog that people keep insisting on buying.
I think we only sold one of them this time around.
Are you sure?
Really?
I think it's just Pab's brother who's going to be doing that. Or Pab's husband, according to his hotel booking. Because I accidentally booked Pab's hotel for Mrs. Bentley. So, yeah.
Tell him all his surname. You just ruined him.
They know all our surnames. They'll have to say his surname.
Probably.
They didn't even know Pab's name. They thought Pab was his name. Now all the women of Manchester are going to be outside his window. They'll just know where the police always go every Friday night at around 10:15, and they'll be outside his window. You wait.
Is that the police who are normally outside your house? I assumed it was just Northern Ice Cream men. That's what they sounded like. Different kind of siren.
I tell you what, they've only just gone off. There is a fairground across the road from me at the minute. And they've only just
gone
finished.
off before 10 o'clock on a Friday night.
It was about 9:30, I think.
Goodness me,
That's
Pab.
quite early, Pab.
Yeah. Do you not like fairs after dark in the north?
No, it was dark. I don't know about you, but it's dark about 7 o'clock-ish now. So it was dark.
So what kind of fair ends before like midnight?
Yeah. The north.
That would be a 10, Pab.
Because it's practically on a housing estate, so they don't do it that late.
Well,
it's really nonsense.
They picked a really weird place to put it. They should put it out in the field.
About 3 o'clock.
Yeah, but teenagers are supposed to be able to go there and get drunk all night. That's what
probably
fairs are for. You can't get drunk all night if the night ends at 9:30.
Trust me, the night doesn't end at 9:30 around here.
Where we live, I know this is getting off the beaten track even more than normal, but the local fair had a power cut and shut at 9, and about 400 kids turned up to the Tesco's next door to buy sweets and fizzy drinks and all sorts. And the shop had to basically start turning people away. I went round there just to pick up whatever it was, and the whole shop was overrun. They're having a right panic, all because the fair had shut half hour before your one would have shut normally.
Well, it's not that much of a fair. There's like 4 rides.
Don't call it fair then.
It's on a pub car park. Yeah, but it's got the same like fingers. It's got like a bloody DJ fella going at it.
On 4
you painted
rides.
an image of work, dear.
You want to go faster?
Yeah, pretty much.
Rides.
You made me think it was like Goose Fair.
No. It's not. It's like it's a pub car park fair.
The landlord's got a bouncy castle in, and Pab thinks it's a fair.
No. They've got that one that spins around, and
the North depresses me, Pab.
Sometimes it depresses me.
I feel like you've either not lived or you're just not trying hard enough. I don't know. The North is just sad.
Can you use cards to pay for stuff in pubs?
I don't go over there. I don't want to get involved. It's not for me. I'm not going over there to look at 4 rides. I can look out the window. I'm not going to go on any of them. I wouldn't trust them anyway.
Does the fair have an Esquilax with the body of a horse and the head of a horse?
It's got like a carousel, a teacups looking thing, and something that like slides side to side.
Spider baby.
You win a goldfish.
No. I don't know. I actually don't
You're
know.
not really helping us out. We're trying to decide whether we're coming to the north tomorrow.
You do not want to come. Do not come, especially for that over the road. Anyway, that is not worth your time.
We get to hang out with you as well.
What's it called? Is your one like Duck Fair or something?
It's not called anything. It's just.
Doesn't even have a name. Jesus.
It's just the name of the pub.
Was it a kid having a birthday party?
No, I don't think so. It's been there a week. It was there last weekend. It's there this weekend.
So can we safely say that MGPX is going to be better than Duck Fair or whatever you've called it?
I'd hope so, because it's just, yeah.
It ain't going to shut at 9:30.
It's awful. It's the only thing is, it's just, like I said, I hate it when they turn up. They turn up probably like 4 times a year, every quarter or so, and it's just like banging music till
9:30 in the evening.
It's not banging music.
The word banging means good music everywhere else except your world, Pab. Banging music. Wow, it sounds
playing that music till 9:30 in the evening.
It's not the problem of it being till 9:30. It's just constant all day.
Yeah, but Pab, that's because you've gone up there and gone,
until
mate.
Early evening.
You've gone, mate. That music was banging, and he's gone, cheers, bruv, and he's turned it up.
That might be the case. I don't know, but. Yeah, it's just the fact that it's just a constant, just noise all day. It just gets to you. If you've been there,
I went to uni with Sheepdog for 4 years. I get that constant noise all day getting to you. I understand completely.
Yeah.
So, video games are things that exist.
We got the best timed message from the old Marshasaurus on Twitter yesterday, telling us about the 1 year Prime account Switch online Nintendo thingy that you get free for a year if you've got a Prime subscription on Amazon. I don't know if any of those words made sense, but did you not sign up for it, or did you already have it?
I already had
it. Did you do it, Sheepdog?
I did it because I did not have it, and I was bloody chuffed when I saw that.
I tried to do it, and it nearly charged me again. It nearly went, oh, yeah, okay, then go on then.
The Nintendo site is weird because
it's bizarre. It's like nothing else you've seen.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's purposely convoluted. When I went on there, it said, "Yeah, that'll be £7," and I was just like, "Hang on, what have I done wrong here?" And then when I read it, it said, "No, it is free, but what we want to do is set up the next payment."
Is that what it is?
For like, however, because you get it.
You've never had problems with this before, have you? Setting up future payments for subscription services.
So it's like two months for free, and then if you still have Prime in 2 months, they'll give you the other however many months. And it will add up to a year. And basically, yeah. So it said to me, "Oh, we're going to charge you £7 in 2 months." And I thought, "What? That doesn't make any sense." So I just went with it because I thought it doesn't really matter. It's only £7, and then I just turned off auto renew because that was all it was. And then it would just apparently check my Prime, or I go back to the site and click it in 2 months.
Making a note in my diary for 2 months' time for Sheepdog's rage about Nintendo charging him when he didn't want them to. Just before Comic-Con, that's lovely timing.
I definitely turned this one off, though. So if it happens, then Nintendo are just as bad as Sony. But no, I was delighted because then I got on it, and you know, basically for free, I've now got access to that NES emulator that they have on there.
Yes.
I played a bit of Mario 3 and Mario 1 and
Mario
Kirby.
3 is the one I went to first.
Yeah, it's interesting because I wondered, and it's probably cheeky of me to even bring it up because I feel like it's I've already been given basically free access to this, but I was like, if you're putting it on there, I know it's a NES emulator, but why are they not just putting the SNES version of this on there? It seems a little bit odd that they've forcefully gone and put the slightly smaller
Perhaps
file
they
on
wanted
there.
people like me who look back on playing it on the NES and never had a SNES. They want me to play the game I remember.
Maybe that's good, and maybe they'll just add SNES on later on, and so
Yeah, they
on.
will. Yeah, definitely.
It made me laugh thinking because I actually, I'm going to sound ignorant here, and I know it's not the first time, but I didn't know that Mario 3 was on the NES. I knew 1 and 2 was. I thought I've only ever experienced 3 with SNES graphics.
My NES came with Mario 1, Mario 3, and Duck Hunt, and they're the only 3 games I ever had. I never got another game with it. I just had those 3 for like 2 years until I got my Mega Drive.
I think that's my experience with NES, except my friend got it, and he only had a couple of games and never went beyond them.
Because they were so expensive. NES games
ridiculous.
were more than current games are now. Bearing in mind this was the late 80s. It would be like £60 for a NES cartridge. It's ridiculous. People moan about games being expensive now.
Is there on this like selection of games? Is there a lot of games are on there twice? And I clicked on the SP version of Kirby, and it gave me a save game that I think is at the end. I'm guessing it put me at World 7, and I was just fighting King Dedede. And I thought, I'm guessing he's the final boss of this game, and they've just put me right up against him at the start because I pressed the button without really reading, and that was rock hard, so I turned that off. But I was wondering, I'm trying to figure out why it was on there twice and whether the SP one is the fact that I've already played it and you get to just do what you want with it.
Would SP stand for save point, maybe?
Potentially.
Like I think so, yeah.
But isn't it odd that I already had save points?
Well, perhaps it's...
No, but I think you can just play certain parts of a game. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome if that's their thought process, that you can just jump in. That's very clever.
Means you don't have to watch the end on YouTube then.
Yeah. Well, I tried, after failing, I tried again maybe 3 or 4 times because I thought it'd be fantastic if I could just beat him, complete the game and put it away, having never played all the other. That's what I did with Borderlands 1 and 2, wasn't it? Or maybe just 2. Can't remember now. The final boss review on one of them.
Yeah, I think it was 1.
But I went back and absolutely sucked at Mario 3. I was terrible. I think I died on the first level. I was that bad at it. I don't know if
it's a lot less forgiving than these modern Mario games are.
I had great fun. So Ollie came home today, and I said to him, "I've got this new thing on the Switch. Let's fire it up. We can play Mario." I thought it would let Mario and Luigi be on the screen together, but again, old game, so no.
Oh.
So he was a little bit upset that we couldn't play together, but we both kept just dying on the first level, which was ridiculous. He started playing Kirby from the beginning and got like relatively well through it in the sort of 45 minutes he played it. He only died once. I know I was doing the final boss, but he was just flying with it. He was fine. He was enjoying it. Thought it was brilliant. So that was quite cool. And I thought I'll just get him to play the Mario games. He played a little bit of it, but he kind of got frustrated that he wasn't playing it with me, and that's what we'd agreed to do. I played what's the Yoshi game called? The columns version, Yoshi's
Cookie,
possibly. Which I remember my cousin having on the Game Boy, I think, and or some sort of handheld version, and it being rock hard. But I actually quite enjoyed it. It was quite simple. it's just a good little game, isn't it? Those games were massive back then, weren't they? It's like they don't really. I know we've just got Tetris, whatever 99, whatever it is, but it's weird that they're not really a fad anymore, are they? But
people play all that stuff on their phones now, don't they?
I suppose. But Ollie tried that; he couldn't do it. So I guess it is just it's rock hard for kids, easy for adults. What was I saying? We played dodgeball on there, which is a bizarre game. That was rock hard. Like, well, it was easy to hit each other, but nothing seemed to happen. I was desperately trying to, basically dominate Ollie at it, and yet we must have been playing it for about 35 minutes and hadn't lost a single player each. It's quite funny because we were playing like England v America, so it was like Mike and Stephen and Johnson, and then like just the names were very British and American. After the whole 45 minutes of playing it, I managed to kill Mike on his team, which was a bit brutal because it turned into a little angel that flew off the screen. And I thought, crikey, he's actually dead. I've killed Mike. But Ollie thought it was fantastic. He was laughing his head off at the game. The fact that I couldn't get the ball off him and he was just playing piggy in the middle for 5 minutes, which was boring as hell for me, but he thought it was brilliant. Just throwing the ball over, catching it, throwing the ball over, catching it. I realised I could jump in the air and intercept it, but I was terrible at it. I promised him we'll play it tomorrow, but I'm kind of dreading the thought of just sat there being piggy in the middle for 45 minutes straight. But if it entertains him, it entertains him. I want to get on soccer because I remember that being pretty cool. I imagine I'll hate it when I actually start playing it and remember how rigid everything was in that era. But this is a fantastic service, and the fact that I'm getting it for free is even better. I mean, I'm well chuffed. I messaged everyone I know who has a Switch that I wouldn't have seen this about and said, just get on it. The link was tweeted at us. If you can't find it, tweet me over the weekend or in the week, people listening, and I'll forward you the link because I was well chuffed with it. I want to do some Mario Kart online or something like that. I think that'd be awesome. I don't know if you can play Smash online or anything like that though. That'd be good as well if I could.
Yeah, you can play Smash online.
Cool. I want to get my sister to sign up so I can beat her at Mario Kart. But if you fancy any kind of Mario Kart matches or anything like that in the week, let me know.
Only with the bumpers on.
Did you discover what Anna's cheat was?
She stopped going on about it, so I think it was the stunt jump thing.
No, because I stopped going on about it because you got in a Mardy about it, so I just didn't bring it up anymore. You did.
So what was it then?
I'm not going to tell him because it defeats the object of my extra special way. But he did. He got so Mardy, you would not believe. We had to turn it off because he was having a Kevin Paddy tantrum.
I know that you like prolonging that, Paddy, but I think the listener wants some closure, Anna.
Well, then they'll just have to wait till MGPX.
They'll just have to ask her at MGPX, yeah. She'll tell them individually there.
Excellent.
But the specific instructions of don't tell Kev.
Yeah.
But I'll waive
sold out the
podcast
event.
subs if you tell me.
But yeah, so covering that off, that was fantastic. I was well chuffed with that. Otherwise, all I've done is played Spider-Man and other games that I already spoke about, so I'm done.
Lazy sheepdog. Anna, you got a new game today, staying on the Switch theme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Would you like
get what I think you
got?
got?
Yoshi game.
Yes.
Craft something. World.
Crafted World.
Yeah.
Did you get this as well, Pub?
No, I resisted.
Why?
I imagine I inevitably will because I'm trying to go all digital on the Switch, and it's expensive to go all digital on the Switch.
Actually, this was more expensive in the shop than it was.
Oh, was it?
It's like £5 cheaper on digital, but I got it so Kevin could play it as well because I'm nice like that. Unlike him when he buys games for the Switch and just buys it for his own console. Because he's not nice.
Well, I haven't got any more cartridge slots in my case now, so I can't buy any more physical ones.
Sure you will.
Until I bin off Zelda and Smash Brothers, which is still sullying my case.
Just bring Zelda around to mine and I'll look after it.
There's a fee attached to that sheepdog.
I'll give
I'll let
you
you have £42 on a nice little discount.
will trade you a brand new unopened copy of I can't even remember the name, PS4 game.
What, the review copy that you got for Anna?
What game was that then?
Can't remember what it was. You should probably be reviewing it now, but Sheepdog's
Outward?
got it in his house.
Is it Outward?
Oh, do you have that?
It's here waiting for you.
What the hell, Kevin?
I told you yesterday.
But I thought it would be coming here. You sent me an email and it said, "What address would you like?"
Don't call him
to?
it. It's Sheepdog. You thought he would be coming here, not it.
But it asks for addresses. Why?
Oh, I put my address because I'm stupid and don't know your address.
You've been here 1,000 times.
I don't know the address though. I just know where it is
Just write
physically.
Kev's house. Kev's house brackets. I've been there 1,000 times and see if stuff.
Well, Kev can go and get it in the morning, and then I can install it while I do my work.
You can't review it in the past.
You can review it next week, though.
Next week.
But I'll trade you it for a copy of Zelda.
You're not having Zelda. It's like a £50 game.
I didn't want to keep it. I wanted to just play it for like 20 minutes and then go, oh my God, all Zelda games are the same. Take it back.
Problem is this, the new one isn't.
Yes, it is.
Did you just call me a commie?
No.
Are you trying to suggest that's not accurate?
It sounded like you went,
We will
commie,
see
is
your
it?
Twitter.
Who said that? Me?
No, Pab. Some weird. He sounded like he just went, commie, is it? I don't know.
I don't know what I said.
So, Anna, tell us about Yoshi.
It's very fun and
Crafty.
Yes, crafty. The only thing I find annoying about it is his noise that he makes.
What is like?
Yeah, it's all the time though because you have to like shoot your eggs at him. That's annoying. But so I think I'm still on the first like world. So there's 4 areas that have 3 have 2 like levels, and the first one has like the first level, which was the demo level that I played, and it was excellent. And you go through and you collect flowers with smiles on, and you get them. And as you progress to because you have to go and get your gems back, because something happens with your gems. And every time you get to like a new area world thing, you have to give them a certain amount of smiley facey flowers so they open so you can go and play them, which is fine. I've done that. I'm on level 3 maybe of the 4 worlds. So you play levels, and then after you've played them levels, there's like a person in a box that you open who opens a world for you, and they send you on quests. So you go back into the games you've played to find different things. So like I had to find a fish, I had to go and hit some cows. It's just all these little silly things that you have to do, but you just run through them. And as soon as you've cleared that objective, it says, do you want to exit the level or do you want to keep playing? So do whatever you please. I keep playing because I like to get all the coins, because when you got all the coins, you can open not a vending machine, but a
gumball machine.
Yes, a gumball machine that gives you costumes, because you can go around the world in costumes, and costumes give you protection from enemies. And it's cool. I don't have to think about it. It's not a shooty game. It's just it is got a shooting mechanic, but it's just all nice and soft and Nintendo, and it's pretty and it's lovely and it's just a nice game. I have paper snails as my protection at the moment. I am green. It does have 2-player, so that's always good when you want to play with like one of your kids or Kevin's.
Hello.
But yeah, so I've got that now, and then next week I have even bigger games coming out that I'm so excited for. But
I don't know if you can cast them re-releasing a 12-year-old game as a game coming out.
It's a game.
Anna's very excited that Borderlands 1 is being remastered.
Yes, I am.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, especially now they've just shown their 3 stuff.
Yeah, so like it was PAX East yesterday. It was the Gearbox presentation, and You've got Borderlands 1 Remastered coming out on the PlayStation 4 on Wednesday.
And Xbox One.
Yeah, and Xbox One. And then I'm not sure how this works, so they're giving a 4K update to the Handsome.
If you've already got the Handsome Collection,
I already
you get a 4K update on it.
Yeah. And also, if you've got Borderlands on the PC, they're also going to give you the update for that as well. But I don't want to play on PC. I want to play on the console.
Ooh.
Because I've already bought it.
I have it on PC.
Yeah, so they're going to give you a free update of 4K resolution. But my screen on my computer,
on the original one?
Yeah.
Or Borderlands 2?
No, on the original. But my computer screen is awful because Kev took all the good ones and the other one got smashed.
I bought my own.
Yep. But
I didn't take anything.
Yeah, but that one's not very good.
Specifically for myself.
Yeah, but I have a 4K TV. I'd used the Steam box thing and it doesn't work, so I've scrapped that. But I can't find anywhere that's selling it, so I'm guessing it's going to be a download, which I don't mind because I'll never get rid of it because I love Borderlands. But they've rezzed it up a little. Well, they've rezzed it up a lot to 4K. They've put the keys into it. I don't know if this is true, but I'm sure before it was a 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they were like,
yeah.
they made a big
The
deal
new
about
part is
it.
it's got 4-player split screen co-op now.
Oh, okay, that
Whereas
makes
previously
sense.
it didn't have
Okay.
4-player split screen.
Oh, that would be cool. But I don't have 3 friends that will come around and play it, so I don't mind. I don't care. But I'm so excited. I love Borderlands 1. And I was so annoyed when they brought out the Handsome Collection that 1 wasn't in there, because 1 is where I found my love for the game, and 2 is great. Pre-sequel, I could have done without it, but it was a Borderlands game nonetheless. But yeah, they just went, oh my god, it was so bad because it broke. The video just broke yesterday. It was just they moaned about being at PAX and everyone booed them, but they were like, yeah, we need our own stuff to run this 4K video thing, and I was like, fine. But yeah, Borderlands 3 has now been announced. It's been 7 years? 8 years since the last one. I can't wait for the pre-orders. I'm going to get myself a box again.
I was surprised so many people reacted to that release by saying, don't pre-order this. And I was like, what? This seems like the kind of game that, A, you'll be all over, but B, they'd do loads of pre-order stuff.
It's just because pre-orders nowadays haven't come with what they're supposed to. I'm still waiting for my bag for the Fallout thing, which I've put the ticket in. I've been told that I would get it between 3 to 6 months. So June is the
3 to 6 months.
Yeah, 3 to 6 months.
Can't make
and that
them.
was in December. So I'm thinking next couple of weeks, June. I think they've got till.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but. Yeah, I want it. I'm so glad it's not a battle royale, because I saw the day before they released the trailer and it had lots of people and guns and stuff, and I was like, oh, please don't be a battle royale, please. I don't want another battle royale, especially for something so story driven as Borderlands. And they came on stage, and that was the first thing they said. It's not a battle royale, and I'm glad for that, because there's people who want to play that. I am not one of them. I don't want to play. I've played Fortnite, yes, but. I can do without playing that, and you've got Apex now, and you've got all them other things, and I'm not interested. And now I get my Borderlands. I still have my Pandora tea towel map on my wall that went up in 2012. It's never moved. It's still there to this day. I'm just so excited because every year I'm like, I just want a Fallout and a Borderlands. Just give me them and I'll be happy. I'll never ask for another franchise, and every year
literally made me take you to game today, the day after this announcement, so you could buy something else.
Yeah, but I wanted to get it because I know you want to play it as well, and I just need some because I've got games, but they're all very serious and very fast paced. I just wanted something that was pretty. That I don't really play on my Switch. I played a few.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have got it. I'm merely arguing the point that I don't think.
Yeah, but I'm only getting it. Yeah, but I only got this because I know the Borderlands 1 is only $24. Well, it's $24. That's what I've seen around on the internet. I can't find anything for the UK, which I'm super annoyed about. But I've been to Shop 2, they're not stocking it. I went to Game, they don't know anything about it. So I can only think that
Be a digital.
Yeah,
We'll be a
it'll
digital.
go digital because it says the 3rd of April, which is next week. So now I have reason to get like two of my works finished, and then
now you have reason to get your work.
Yeah,
done.
I just can't bother. But it's out. Well, it's coming out, and the next one is coming out. I'm guessing October because that's when the last one came out. So it'll be October.
Yeah, I could probably see that.
Yeah, so
I could probably see it. To be fair, yesterday I said they'll set a date of that, and then it'll get pushed into Q1 of 2020.
yeah, maybe, but it's coming. Like I watched the trailer. Yes. It's very good. It's got worlds. It's got different heroes. So I'm
guns with legs.
Yes, guns with legs.
That's quite funny. I love that. Guns with legs, we've got you, boo.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, but I wasn't as hyped up just because of like Gearbox hasn't been on a great run recently.
I know, of course. Like Battle War was awful, and We Happy Few wasn't great, but
the Alien game and what have you. But
I know them for Borderlands. Borderlands 1 was great. Borderlands 2 was great. Borderlands, the pre-sequel wasn't by them. Well, it was by them, but it was by a different team. So I forgive them for that because it was all Australian. Australian company did it, which was fine. But they had jokes in there that I didn't understand. I just found it a bit jarring that like they've got jokes in there, and I'm like, what now? Like I just didn't understand. But this has gone back to the original team, and I'm excited, and I just want it now, and I'm so excited.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I kind of got swept up in that. The more I got to that trailer, and then I saw the Tales people were in it, weren't they? The Tales from the Borderlands characters were in it, and I was like, all right, now you got me. You kind of got me there.
Because when they mentioned him, I was like, who? But then I remember, the people in the people thing, yes.
The best people from the best Borderlands game.
I never finished that because it was always.
It's the best game. It's the best game.
Is it on this generation at all?
Yeah.
I might get this for PlayStation.
It's the best Borderlands game.
When I played
so cool.
it,
I think I've got it on Xbox One. Before you go buying it, I think it was part of the Telltale collection.
I'm all right for Xbox. I prefer to play it on my system.
You'd rather spend £20 and buy it separately, even though we already own it.
Yeah.
I don't understand your hatred for Xbox.
I just don't like the Xbox. It takes so long to turn on, and then when it turns on, it doesn't want to do what I want it to do, and it's not 4K.
That sounds like my description of turning on my PS4.
Yeah, it's
so long. It's like just play the game.
I turn my PlayStation on and I'm in again instantly. Whereas with the Xbox, I have to turn it on. I have to wait for it to get past the Xbox screen. Then I have to sign in, and then I have to find the game.
I think they both take the exact same amount of time.
It's not because with the PlayStation, I
think the difference for me is my Xbox is already on because it's already playing my Sky TV stuff, whereas my PS4 needs to do 40 years of updates.
Yeah, I think that's what with the Xbox. I don't turn it on that much, and I'd rather play a Borderlands game that has probably got better graphics on the Pro than it does on the S. Because I just prefer...
Well, the Telltale game won't make any difference. That'll still be the same.
Will it run better?
No. Still a Telltale game. It still ain't going to run better, I'm afraid.
And didn't they finish the thing the other day?
Yes, the last Walking Dead came out this week, I think, from what I read.
But
you can't play in that.
I would play it if it came out on Steam, because it only came out on the Epic Store, which is great.
Why did it
I don't care
on that?
Because that's how they got the deal through. I don't know. The Epic gave them more money to put it on their store, but then how do you get your save over from your previous season?
There must be a way, mustn't there?
I don't know, but that's why I didn't even bother looking at it, because I was
your game will still be installed in the background in a folder somewhere, won't it?
Maybe, yeah. Or it could be like a similar thing where you make the choices that you made in the previous game. You have a little tick box system before you start the last season. I don't know, but
that will allow too many cheaters.
Yeah, it will. But what can you do? Man?
Release it on Steam. I thought we clarified that.
Well, they probably will do. They've probably got a timed exclusive on it.
Is it out on console as well?
Yeah, it's out on console. I think so.
I think I'm like 2 seasons behind, so I'm never going to play it.
There was only. This is the 3rd season, though, isn't it?
Yep, I think I'm 2 seasons behind. I don't
You didn't play season
think I
2?
ever finished season 2.
Oh, I finished.
You didn't finish season 2. Was great.
I got to the 400.
I gave up caring what happened to Tangerine and just thought, who cares?
Tangerine.
Let's
Who's
get rid of it.
Tangerine?
The girl.
Clementine.
She was named after a fruit.
I don't think they should have done a second season. It was that first season was so perfect.
Yeah.
Second season.
But the second season, they find a way to do a similar sort of thing.
They find a way to bring the guy back.
No. All right, Sheepdog, spoilers.
Oh, who cares?
Your
Well,
own game.
Plus, it was signposted. So, I mean, those games are not very good. I mean, it's no surprise that they went to pot. I'm excited that they're looking at doing Netflix games with the whole format. But those games were terrible.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, you are a buffoon, Sheepdog.
I'm not a buffoon. The only one I enjoyed, and I didn't even finish it, was the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
For me, still the Borderlands one is the best of all of them. So you need to play that one.
I need to finish the Guardians one because that was awesome. Because the Guardians acquire Thanos' corpse and are trying to flog it.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't. I'd not played that one.
Yeah.
The Minecraft one I played. The Minecraft one was fine.
The Minecraft one is good for a story. For a kid anyway, Ollie enjoyed it. But yeah, I should go back and finish the Guardians one. Now I've started talking about it, I feel like that's what I should spend my weekend doing. Because it was awesome. But I don't know.
Good as well. Batman ones are very good.
I've got that actually for the PS4, but because it takes 25 years to turn a PS4 on, I haven't played it.
Do it before you go to bed, and then it'll be ready for you tomorrow.
Yeah, by the time it loads, I should probably play Spider-Man and Red Dead.
Yeah, but there's a good chance you'll finish these games.
I think, Pab, I need you to break my leg so that I can sit and play all my games.
I'll break your leg.
No, it has to be Pab, really.
Respect to MGPX.
I don't mind suing Pab. I imagine that he can work his problems away, whereas it would cripple the Chapman family vlog if I sued you, Kev. But actually, they'd just look at how much you earn, and you'd cut
exactly
all your
on paper. I've never earned a penny.
Exactly. Whereas Pab has a P60, I can reliably sue, and he's probably just received it from his end of
sue me, you'll end up owing me money.
Damn you, minus money! It's all coming together. Why did I even tell you about that theory? But yeah, I don't know. I need some kind of I might have to go to. They have consoles in prison, don't they? If you believe the right wing press, so I just go to prison for 6 months and complete all my games there. Get Kirsty to bring all my books in on visitation.
You'll be better off just doing it after your first heart attack when you're in hospital recovering from that. How long did it was like
6 months ago? 6 months ago, and I just went to bloody have a scan on everything, and they said, none of it's dead. Off you pop.
You need a bigger one then.
Yeah.
When you're in there for your bypass surgery, they'll sort you out.
I was looking at my pile of. I'm not getting onto comics because I don't want to. I'm not. This isn't on purpose. But I was looking at my pile there and feeling stressed. It's only me that can get stressed by his own hobbies.
Oh, I've got too much entertainment. I'm so stressed.
Yeah. Well, I was like, why do I have about? I mean, it's probably 200 quid worth of comics just sat there, like graphic novels. I mean, not read. And then another.
That sounds like a wonderful situation to be in.
Yeah, but then I've got another probably 300 or 400 quid worth of games that aren't finished.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Stop playing Pokemon. But I'm behind in all my shows as well. This is ridiculous. I'm too
watching
TV.
Something's got to give.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be Pokemon.
Final Fantasy then.
What?
Final Fantasy then? They're you two.
I haven't played Final Fantasy in.
Do you know Final Fantasy 9's coming out in a couple of weeks in April?
What remastered? You mean
the 2006?
When's the 7 remaster out? I've been following Odd Gamer on Twitter.
Remastered's not coming out for years, mate.
Odd Gamer on Twitter has been replaying it and tweeting it while he plays it, which is quite a funny thing to be doing in this, because this game's been out for 20 odd years and he's just randomly tweeting his progress as he goes. But because he never completed it, I'm just like loving reading the updates, because it's just like, I've just tried to take on the Emerald weapon and it hasn't worked out and all of this, and I'm sending him tips and he's like telling me stuff I didn't even know was a thing that you could do. So he knows the game inside out somehow, despite never completing it. But yeah, that's been interesting to follow. And I kept thinking I should start it up, but then I was thinking, why do I want to start yet another game, especially if they're releasing the remaster soon? But if they're not, then Jesus.
It's nowhere near off. It's like, this is going to be another Kingdom Hearts for your Sheepdog, I'm afraid.
That's fine. I need
another huge
if they
gap.
could put it off like 6 years, that'll give me enough time to catch up my pile of shame.
I feel like 7, 8, and 9 or something came out on Switch this week.
They
7 did.
Recently they did.
Yeah, it did this week, I think.
Oh, don't tell me it's on the Switch.
Yeah, I think it's on the Switch.
I think maybe 9 or 8 as well.
I was thinking about 8 yesterday. 8's such a good game.
Yeah, it came on the Switch either this week or last week.
Somebody else was saying they sort of posted Chrono Trigger on Twitter the other day, and I thought I would love to play the heck out of that if they put that on the Switch.
I remember Chrono Trigger. Oh, God, they were not bad games, but gosh, were they top down? I vaguely remember top down.
Well, it's just RPG.
Yeah.
All SNES RPGs. Yeah. They all had the big green map or whatever. But this had time travel. It was all timey-wimey and just beautiful. And you went back to 6 million BC, and then you had no way of taking some object back to the future with you. So you buried your robot mate with the object, and then you went back to the future and then dug him up. And I just, being like 14, 15, I was blown away by the ingeniousness of this. Like, that the robot was only there as a plot device all along. They're so clever. I can imagine them getting 90% of the way through the game and then thinking, just stick a robot in, we'll sort it out from there, it'll be fine. But that game was perfect. So, I mean, they should remaster that. That needs a remaster, damn it.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Because Colin Chrono Trigger probably owns the rights to it.
Nah, must be out of copyright by now.
I'll do some. I'll offer them negative money.
What you want to do is stop talking about it on podcasts and reminding them that it exists. Let it just drift slowly out of copyright, and then remake it in your own image. Mega Stan stars in Chrono Trigger remaster.
I might call it Pro Bono Trigger and just do it for free.
Right, so you got Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, World of Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy Pocket Edition, Final Fantasy X and XHD remaster, Final Fantasy.
Do these people know what the word final means?
God, that's 40 quid. That's so Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, is a pre-order and it is at $44.99.
See, that winds me up because I played that one through and then they've released this like beefed up version of it where they've gone, yeah, we cut a load of stuff out of it. And it's like, that game was massive on its own. How dare you make it longer and tell me I only played the watered down version? That was ridiculously big. That was probably the first year I lived with my wife I spent playing that game.
She's a lucky woman.
Playing that game, I was such a child. I don't know how she stuck with me. I spent that first year in that flat playing that game, and I remember I was watching the Pokemon cartoon. It was on like the 4th or 5th season or whatever, and I used to get up and watch it every week, and I was so embarrassed to let her see me watching this kids program, but I really enjoyed it because it was awesome. And somebody traded me I gave them a brand new DS game in return for their copy of a completed Pokemon Emerald game because it was Metroid on the DS and I thought it was rubbish, so I gave it to them. It's like a 40 quid game and they gave me an old game and I felt like I had got the better deal. I look back at that and just think I was not fit for settling down, and I question her sanity, to be fair.
We all do.
No, I still haven't grown up.
Splendid.
How did we get onto all this?
No, I think Pab was about to tell us what he's been playing this week.
Yes. Speaking of Switch stuff, I went What was it? One day over the weekend, last weekend, Saturday or Sunday morning.
Sunday.
Possibly.
I'll go for Saturday if we're
one or the other. It doesn't matter realistically.
Well, it matters now. We've got money on it, so you're gonna have to clarify.
Okay, so you throw me now. What was I doing?
Get the receipts up.
I was wanting something to play. Well, I was just after I'd woke up in bed in the morning. I was just like, so I got the Switch out and had a look through my library of games. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back and play Diablo 3 because Diablo 3 is just a game you can pick up and just go. No real story, but
morning. It's a great game for a Saturday morning.
I feel like it was Sunday morning.
In your face.
Continue, Pab. May ruined the podcast.
Yes, so I've been playing some more Diablo 3 on the Switch, and it's a damn good game. It's not the most graphically intensive game. It's not, but it just runs so well on the Switch, and it's just such. Diablo 3 is.
I had a little dabble on it the other day. It is a wonderful thing to be able to just pick it up and have a little burst on it on the Switch.
Yeah, I think I've not even got to the end of chapter 1 or whatever it is. I've not even got to the butcher yet, but I've played enough of it to know, how it goes and what have you. And it's just such a cool game, and I'm playing the new Necromancer character because that's what you do, don't you? When the new class becomes available to you, it's like, okay, straight away there's new class.
If you just replay the same character you always play.
You do not play the same character every time. Yeah. Surely you do not.
Yeah, I know. I like what I like.
What do you play?
I'm a creature of habit.
What is it?
In fact, that's not strictly true. I used to play I don't know their names. The one who just runs up close and hits them with an axe. I used to do that. Whereas now I do the one who fires crossbows.
The Witch Hunter.
Yeah.
I think that sounds a bit right. Yeah, I've played the Witch Hunter last time. I think I played Witch Hunter with you on Xbox or PS4, whichever one we've played. We've played it on multiple consoles now, haven't we?
Game, that's why.
I didn't realise all the season stuff came over with it as well.
Yeah.
Which is bonkers. I don't even know how the season stuff works, but it's all there. And it's such a good port of the game. And yes, the text ain't amazing. Some of the little icons in the corner are tiny, but you get the gist of what it is. If you've not played it before now, then
I can't imagine there's anybody picking this up on Switch who hasn't already played it on something else. It just seems
you kind of know what it is.
And I've only played like an hour and a half of this game. I don't understand why you like it.
What?
Because it's awesome.
It's so good. It's one of the best games possibly ever made.
Agreed.
Does it get good after about 2.5 hours or something?
It gets good straight off the gate.
And then it just continues to be good and getting better. And it's just wonderful.
So good. So good. I mean, this is the ultimate loot shooter, as it were.
Sheepdog hates loot. He's always hated loot.
I was going to say, way to make me just want to vomit. Loot shooter.
I love the looting games.
It's the ultimate pile of dog turd poke in the eye. I think you should check it out. Cheers, Pab.
Go back to your turn-based Final Fantasy nonsense then.
I will. I'll bloody love it. I'll bloody love it.
This was Saturday, wasn't it?
Yes, it was Saturday.
There you go. Excellent stuff.
Dirty tactics there. I don't. You've embarrassed yourself there, Chapman.
Yeah, I was busy playing Diablo while you was out walking Pokemon Going or whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, well, I was there, being all Mr. Athletic. You were loot shooting.
Yeah, because I'd already done my 5K run.
Maybe I'd already done a 7K run.
No, you hadn't.
Let's face it, we ain't. I can tell you right now, and this is embarrassing. I'm not proud of this. I'm not announcing this out of any kind of pride. This week, I have walked 8.2 kilometers in the entire week. I know that because Pokemon tracks it. It embarrasses me every week when it says there's people out there going, just got my 50K prize thing on the game. And I'm like, I've had this game on when I've driven, when I've walked literally anywhere. Probably 5 of those kilometers is me driving around town with the game just on. And I've never got 50K journey travel.
Have you not got it linked up to your phone for steps off your phone? Do you just I don't understand.
That is with steps on my phone.
But how?
I just don't walk because I don't walk.
How many was that, Sheepdog, in the week?
I poured myself a cup of tea earlier at work, realised there was no milk unless I went upstairs, and thought, I guess I like black tea now, and went and sat down. Just don't see the point.
You probably ended up
I'd rather
net
die.
positive health-wise there, I guess. Just about. Depends how much milk you have in your tea.
I'd rather die young than spend all that time exercising.
So you did 8 kilometres in a week?
Something like
what
that.
you're saying?
I've climbed one floor today.
I've done 15 today.
What do you mean you've climbed one floor?
It says since 8:46 this morning, I've climbed one floor.
Goodness me.
Which seems baffling because I came down the stairs. Maybe it counts coming down the stairs as a negative floor. But
that's how it works.
I've definitely been upstairs more than once today. But I just don't care. As I say, it's not a priority. Just whatever. I'm counting the steps my phone's logged. 3, 6, bloody hell. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,500 steps this week.
This week?
Yeah,
this week. This week.
Wow.
Oh, God. Sheepdog.
I thought I was inactive now that I only have to walk from my house to my garage, but somehow I'm picking up more steps than you.
not a priority.
This
I
week,
don't know
Sheepdog.
how you're avoiding them. I put my Fitbit on at like 4 o'clock today. It was after I went to the gym. I got home, put my Fitbit on then, and I'm already up to 3.5. No, sorry, that's 6,500 steps for today, and that's having put it on at 4 o'clock. I've not done anything special.
I think you're proving that Fitbit is a useless piece of trash that isn't tracking anything because it just isn't that possible, is it? If you've not if you've not been out and about.
I walked across Boston from one side to the other to get to.
Oh, well, there you
Game
go
and
then. You
P&M.
didn't say that bit.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I went for a walk. We happened to go to the shops, and it added up to 6,000 steps. I don't know how. What are you driving to your desk and then rolling out of the car and then driving back to your bed afterwards?
Pretty much. I mean, the steps in between is probably. I do take long
breaks to lie down.
No, steps, I was going to say. Just, as few steps as possible.
I think you need to recalibrate, Sheepdog, because that's not right.
It's comfortable. I'm all right.
8,000 steps in a week.
I think I've had a good week.
I've done 107,000 steps
today.
Who's the real winner there, Pab?
Me.
Really? Don't know about that.
Wow.
I had milk in my tea.
Right. Did you ever tell us what you played this week, Pab?
Yes. I have also played some more Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Oh, God. Are you dying all the time?
I spent a lot of the time over last weekend getting to like the first guy who requires 2 death blows, and it's probably about 10 minutes after the tutorial bit that I finished last Friday.
Oh, Lord.
And I spent the weekend trying to do it. I couldn't do it. I don't know what I was just getting annoyed. I was like, I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. I don't know what it is I need to do to beat him. Eventually I did beat him. And then I was like, well, I need to get to the next like statue, which is the bonfire, to like the checkpoint effectively, so that I don't have to go round all these guys again.
Yeah.
To get to there was another 5 or 6 guys all huddled together. That took me a long time to get around them all. I did eventually do that, and then a big giant fella turns up and tries to smack him with a big club, and I was like, oh, well, okay, run away. I think I killed him somehow, I don't know. And then some old lady thought I was a son.
In the game?
I continually told her no, and she gave me a little bell. I was like, okay, thank you. And it turns out her son was outside on the patio. He'd been stabbed and he can't move. He's just stuck there. He's like, he can't get to her.
Yeah.
He can't get to her. She doesn't know he's there. and he's just sat there on like just outside. He can't reach you. So tonight I've done a bit more. I've got to another big ogre-looking fella, big like giant guy, and I can't beat him either.
This game sounds horrible.
It's just.
I don't know how you play this game. Like,
there's something. I play it like bonfire to bonfire, as it were, in a Souls way. I just play it literally just trying to get to the next one, and this one is a little bit is different because, like I said, there's so much more movement in it. It's so much faster.
Yeah,
and there's also stealth in it, so it's like a lot of like just. If you get seen, just run away and hide, and then they'll eventually stop.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah, you got there's the little grappling hook that'll just zip me up onto a rooftop, and I just sit there and go, "No, you can't get me now. You can see me, but you can't get me."
Yeah.
Like, go away, go on, go back on your cycle, right? Go carry on your patrol, keep going, and then I'll sneak up behind you and I'll get you. But yeah, I don't know. There's something cool about this game. I do like the game.
Oh, it's lovely to look at.
It's just, you're right. It is one of them games that are just insanely difficult, and I just live just solely for the next statue to rest at. It might be 10 minutes away. I might do it straight away, and I just kind of go, that'll do. That's me done. I'm out, and I just play like stretching. It could be an hour, it could be 2 hours of me trying to get to this next bonfire, but I just don't want to lose the progress.
Yeah.
In between bonfires, so I just play like as long as it is to get to the next bonfire. I keep saying bonfire, it's just they're like Buddha statues.
Yeah. They're blue, aren't they? They glow blue.
Yeah, they have like a blue torch on them. Yeah. It's such a cool game, and I will play more of it. How much of it I don't know, because I watched one of my friends on Discord said, "Oh, just watch this now. I'm just going into a boss." I've just been learning how to how best to beat her, and he didn't beat her at all.
The butterfly woman.
I don't know. It was like maybe a butterfly. The butterfly woman that's like the whole room's on fire, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there's ghosts that come out. I was like, yeah, I don't envisage even getting to her. If I'm honest with you, I just don't envisage it getting that far.
Wow.
But apparently, that's not that far in.
No,
apparently,
I've been watching people play it, and they play like this person has been playing it in like a really weird order. So he's going to areas that he really shouldn't be in because he just can't play it. So
yeah. I mean, apparently that bell that old lady gave me, that bell gives you access to that boss room that he was fighting. So it's not even that far away.
Wow.
And I don't necessarily believe I'm even going to get that far. But we shall see. We shall see, because it's a good game, but damned hard. And other than that, that's about it. Other than that, it's Fortnite. We're halfway through season 8 already.
Doesn't time fly?
It's insane. Feels like it was just yesterday when the new pirate stuff came in, and it's nearly halfway through already. We got them like Zorb balls type things, like they have in Jurassic World. Them balls that you ride around. They're in the game now. So it's interesting. It's something different. I've been getting back into that again recently. I've played some Apex as well recently last weekend. And I'm just slowly getting better at Apex. Still not having as much fun as I am with.
I like
Fortnite.
I like the way.
I like watching it more than I like playing it. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching proper, like, good players playing Apex. I'm not seeing you play it, I'm afraid. But I want to watch people. When I watch people play it, I go, "Oh wow, that looks cool. I want to do that," and I go and do it. And there's literally, I don't know what it is about that game. Apex, I find myself I land, and all I find is a grenade. I'm like, just give me a gun, and I'm running around rooms frantically. I know people are around me, and all I find is grenades. I'm like just running around with a grenade in my hand, and it happens almost every single time I land. I'm like just frantically running around looking for a gun, and I get grenades. But that is it. That's your lot.
Splendid. Well, Sheepdog, you'll be delighted to know Pokemon Go season has started again. So I am now
I saw you
officially
say.
back on Pokemon Go until the cold weather comes.
Shall we leave for London slightly earlier on Thursday next week and do a bit of Pokemon?
That sounds excellent, although it is Thursday the week after, so be aware of that.
That's a really good point. I tell thee what, though, tomorrow, while we're on the old subject of Pokemon Go, Pab won't get his music on in time for this to matter. There is the weather-focused limited research featuring Lotad, where you get to go out and catch shiny Lotad and shiny cast form by doing a load of stuff. So after, I assume we're still meeting up tomorrow to do our bits and pieces, but if we are or aren't, I'm going to Peterborough afterwards to do a bit of Pokemon him.
Splendid.
It's going to be awesome. It's instead of it being a 3 hour, we've got to try and fit it all in and run around like lunatics. They're starting to do like 9 hour, take your time, chill out ones in between those 3 hour slogs.
So you spend the whole 9 hours doing it on those ones?
I'm undecided. Depends. I basically want 3 shinies and then I'll stop. That's all I'm asking for.
Splendid. Well, I think that just about wraps things up on this week's podcast then, because all I've done is start Pokemon Go again and played Football Manager. It's busy time. So
maybe if you cut out all those steps that you're doing, you'll have more time to play games, or not, because I don't.
I'd just play more Football Manager. I'm trying to get ahead on my videos so that Easter holidays are coming, and school holidays always ruin me, because I have to go down to half schedule because I have to do parenting things, and I don't like it.
Things.
You should just get your kids to click the buttons on the game and tell you what's happening, and you'll just narrate it.
You're a monster. Got to play
monster.
it myself. Got to be in character in the game.
If you got one of those nodding bird things to just headbutt your spacebar every 30 seconds, and then, yeah, you'd save half the effort. I mean, you're not thinking, man. This is all part of my minimalist plan. If I can get my steps down to 0 and my pile of shame up to 1 billion.
Yeah, both these things will happen when you die.
Nah. Okay, 1 step. I don't want to die. I want to be 1 step.
1 step a year.
Yeah, just feed me with a tube. It'll all be good.
Wow. Twitter at MGUK Podcast is a place you can find more little gems like that. Or you can follow me at Lelujo.
RB6K, where I'm posting it all day, every day.
I'm at Miss Lelujo.
And I'm at Pab 1986.
I don't even know what to say. I'm done. Sheepdog's broken me. After all these years, he's broken me. See you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, folks.
Ha! You haven't pressed stop yet, Pab. Ha!